Hey everyone, I'm here today with more Apple news for you. Today we're going to talk about the iPhone 16, iPhone 15, and colored AirPod cases and MagSafe chargers. But before I get started, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Set app is an incredible cross-platform suite which gives you access to over 200 iOS and macOS applications without any additional cost. You only need to pay for your subscription and choose the apps that you would like to use. Now, a great benefit is that you can start a free trial when you use my affiliate link listed down below in the description. Okay, so starting off, according to the leaker Kosutami, Apple planned to offer MagSafe chargers in a range of 8 color options. This happened around 2020, so the color options kind of match the iPhones that were released in 2020, and I am so upset that that didn't happen, because can you imagine being able to purchase a colored MagSafe charger that matches your iPhone's color? It would have been incredible. Here on Mac Rumors, we can see that apparently Apple prototyped the MagSafe charger in space gray, starlight green, pink, purple, yellow, blue, and product red options. The yellow, blue, and product red variants in particular were apparently highly saturated, deep shades. Here we have another angle. We can see the blue. It looks so good. So yes, unfortunately, these are just prototypes and they were not released, but hopefully someday they will see the light of day. I feel like Apple has been planning on releasing colorful chargers and cables for quite some time, and as I just mentioned, it is unfortunate that it didn't happen for the MagSafe charger, but Apple did release the M2 MacBook Air with matching braided cables. So let's see if maybe they release this sometime this year or maybe next year. Here, of course, in this story is not saying that Apple is planning on releasing it, but I wouldn't complain. And still talking about color options, the same leaker, Kosutami, shared that Apple also prototyped a few different color options for the AirPods Case. Apple used to release color version of first generation AirPods. They plan to make pink, product red, purple, black, and blonde. Here it's saying that they wanted to match the colors of the iPhone 7. The purple version of the iPhone 7 was canceled. It was never released, but the other options were available. And it looks like the blonde would match the gold iPhone. Just like the prototypes for the MagSafe charger that date back to 2020 when the iPhones 12 were released, these date back to 2017 when the iPhone 7 was in development. I feel like users want to see color options for the AirPods for quite some time now. So even if Apple decides to release colored AirPods Pro 2 right now, people would definitely purchase them. And of course, we have the option to put skins on them or leather cases or any other type of cases, but it's not the same as purchasing the color that you want. So I would love to see that happening, but again, these are just prototypes that were never released, unfortunately. Now let's talk about the iPhone 16 that is going to be released in 2024. Mark Gurman, in his latest Power On newsletter, did talk about the size increase rumor. And now he is also talking about that, and he agrees that Apple is going to increase the size of the iPhone 16. Not only Mark Gurman is talking about this, but we've seen reports from Russ Young and Ming-Chi Kuo recently talking about the specific sizes. And it looks like the iPhone 16 Pro will have a 6.3 display up from 6.1. And the 16 Pro Max or 16 Ultra may have a 6.9-inch display size, up from 6.7 inches. I'm curious to learn more about this, and I would love to know if the iPhone will be heavier because of that size increase. Because currently I own the 14 Pro Max, and oh boy, this thing is really heavy. So I would love to own a lighter iPhone. So let's see. And still talking about sizing, there is a new report on 9to5Mac talking about how the iPhone 16 Pro will pack the biggest iPhone screen ever. And we just saw that it's likely going to be a 6.9-inch display. And Ross Young recently shared that the iPhone 16 lineup will still have the 120 Hz ProMotion technology limited to the Pro models. So the base models will still have the 60 Hz refresh rate. Here on 9to5Mac, we have the list of sizes and refresh rates. So for the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, we can see 6.1-inch display and 6.7-inch display, and the refresh rate is 60 Hz. For the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max, 6.27-inch sizes and 6.86, so I would say 6.3 and 6.9, and the refresh rate is 120 Hz. So this is the same thing that we have right now on the iPhone 14 lineup, and it could be the same for the iPhone 15 lineup. So base models will have the 60 Hz refresh rate, and the Pro models 120. However, this changes for the iPhone 17 lineup. So here we have the display sizes, which are likely going to be the same, but then the 120 Hz ProMotion technology is likely going to be present on all four models. So iPhone 17, 17 Plus, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max. And every time that I talk about Ross Young, I tell you that his track record is pretty good. So pretty much everything he says, we can kind of take it as a confirmed rumor, if there's something like this. But I wanted to show you his track record, and currently he is 92.9% accurate. And I really like to check appletrack.com, and then you can look for the leaker or the analyst that you're trying to find the track record for. And there is a long rumor list. So as you can see, these are 2022 rumors, 2021 rumors, and all the green icons are for rumors that already happened and were true. A lot of green icons here, as you can see. So it's really nice to follow Ross Young and, you know, just take a look of everything that he has been sharing. He is a display analyst, so he shares a bunch of information regarding displays for Apple products and others. And still talking about the size increase for the iPhone 16 Pro models, it looks like the iPhone 16 Pro models are going to have major camera upgrades. It's saying here that a 12% larger main camera sensor may be present on the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. Also, something else about the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. Of course, they will feature larger displays, as we just talked about. And the size of the devices, as we can see here, will provide more internal space for components, including a periscope telephoto camera system. I talked about this previously with you guys, and unfortunately, this year, so for the iPhone 15 lineup, we will have camera differences between the iPhones 15 Pro and Pro Max. It looks like the periscope camera, the periscope lens, will be available only on the 15 Pro Max iPhone. That is unfortunate. I was planning on purchasing the 15 Pro and not the Pro Max, but then Apple comes and do this. But okay, this is not the point. The point is that next year, the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max may have the same camera system. So both models are likely going to have the periscope telephoto lens. And I'm really happy that this is happening. The periscope lens will make it possible for the iPhone to have a 6x optical zoom. Currently we have 3x, so it will be a lot better than we currently have. And before I finish, Duan Rui recently published this image on Twitter that shows probably the iPhones 15 and 15 Plus. So here we can see that the dynamic island will be present on both of these iPhones, and we've been hearing quite a lot about this. It looks like the full lineup will have the dynamic island this year. The main difference regarding the display will be that the edges will be thicker on the base models and thinner on the Pro models. So here we can see that the edges are not really thin. So that is why this image is probably showing us the base models. And these are the latest Apple news for you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.